It is Monday, and while we eat breakfast this morning, we're going to watch Finding Bigfoot, the Animal Planet show, as they come to Maine in search of Bigfoot. I have some feelings about Bigfoot that I'll get to after the show, once I get my thoughts together. But, spoiler alert, I bet they haven't found him. So we're at our office right now, about to record some videos. We've been here about half hour, 45 minutes. And even though everything's set up over there to do some videos, Bin has been moving around the LPSs.
Yeah.
And setting up her little LPS town.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It had to be done. I mean, you know, they've been like sitting out.
And getting knocked over.
And stuff.
I imagine, I don't know, I can probably move this Looney Tunes stuff off the top shelf, and this could be LPS as well. This could be like a whole LPS shelf right here.
It could be.
Because this is like a catch-all shelf right here that we can get rid of.
Whoops.
Or move, I should say, not get rid of. Because we can't get rid of Furbaka.
Things fall over way too easy.
Because we got this shelf cleared off because we're expanding the pony section. The pony sections keep growing. The bigger ponies are up at the top. We have a lot of Funko ponies here. We have our blind bags here. Funko vinyls right there. Some more minis and chibis over here. But this was her old LPS shelf. That's probably also going to be ponies. And this is probably going to be ponies as well. This was a former Shopkins shelf. I think we are officially done with Shopkins. We kind of stalled out around season 3 when we realized it was impossible to finish a set. And even though they're cute, we weren't super into Shopkins. Where have we been?
No, we weren't.
Sorry, Shopkins fans. We moved the Zelfs and the chubby puppies into this other room. They're sort of chilling out in the windowsill.
After we got done filming, I worked on my LPS shelf some more. John used the gym. I worked out this morning, so I don't want any comments about how I should have used it too. I worked out already today. But I worked on the LPS shelf. Look at this. So excited. I didn't realize how many mini LPSs I had. I have a lot of them. And down here, I plan on having all like the old school LPSs that we found at that yard sale a while ago. The ones that I'm keeping, I plan on putting on this shelf. And I also have the McDonald's toys and Fashions and stuff, so. Yay! It finally looks good again. It was so, like, it was just all toppled over and unorganized before, so. Yay! Yay!
So we just finished watching the episode of Animal Planet's Finding Bigfoot, where the crew came to Maine in search of Bigfoot. Apparently, the sparsely populated state is just crawling with Bigfoot.
They said sparsely populated state, I swear, like 30 times in that 1 hour.
And actually, they found some evidence of squatches in Maine, which we were kind of surprised by, and I don't totally buy it, but they got some howls. The first time they howled,
it was a loon.
Yeah, the first time they got a howl back, it was like a loon.
Which is a bird, by the way. Just in case you didn't realize, a loon is a bird.
But on a different, what do they call it? Night watch, investigation. On a separate night investigation, they got some supposed howls recorded.
Yeah, which I'm not convinced it wasn't a coyote.
Or the wind.
Or the wind.
I'm not sure. And then when they all went out there, they knock on the trees.
Yeah. And
then apparently they got some right back, and that was enough proof they needed to determine Maine was crawling with Sasquatches.
I am not convinced that wood knock wasn't just a tree falling over.
Or something.
Or a moose running through the woods, making another tree hit another tree, which is completely possible. We have tons of moose up here. Or deer. Or it could be a squirrel who jumped from one tree to another and it ended up hitting each other. So I'm not convinced.
Well, here's the thing with Bigfoot. Even though the concept of Bigfoot
is really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It like captures your imagination. The thought of giant ape creatures roaming the woods just out of sight of all people, and has been discovered and been this elusive all these years in the United States and Canada is pretty fascinating to think about. But here's the thing about Bigfoot. they're never going to find him. Because this is, I always say this to Ben, you know, as much as I would love to say, oh, look how cool it would be for someone to discover Bigfoot. But when you stop to think about it, how could it even exist, especially in the United States? It couldn't.
Sorry, my hair got like ruffled by your beard and it looked like I had an 80s bang thing going on.
Because here's the thing, you know, even if it was in the wilderness, you know, you would think
at least once,
after all these years, one of them would have slipped up.
And got shot, or got hit by a truck.
Or got a decent
died.
Or not only that, but even like you said yesterday in the car, like everybody, we're here in the year 2016 now, everybody has a camera attached to them at all times.
95% of the population has a cell phone with a camera.
And that says nothing about like game cameras.
Right, there are tons of game
security
cameras in
cameras.
the woods. If he really existed, he would be caught on a cell phone or a game camera. They're everywhere in the woods. Not to mention, you know, because people have their hunting stands out and they have game cameras on their hunting stands. I mean, you can't go 100 yards without seeing a hunting stand.
And I'm not trying to say these people, these witnesses, didn't see anything.
Right.
I'm sure they saw something, but, you know, they usually catch it out of the corner of their eyes or when they're driving past on the highway. And
it could totally make sense why they would see a bear and think it was a Sasquatch.
Yeah, we saw this like National Geographic show a long time ago that showed footage of bears like on their hind legs, like scratching their back on the tree, or, you know, or just trying to get something out of the tree or whatever. And them standing on their hind legs, especially a black bear, and you see those from a distance out of the corner of your eye, I could totally see how you would think it was a Sasquatch.
Yeah, I mean, unless you have a clear view of the bear, you know, you wouldn't know it was a bear.
But maybe there's a chance of a Sasquatch existing, but it would have to exist in like some uncharted territory, some unexplored territory, maybe like the Himalayas, like the Yeti.
I could understand that, but you know, there really isn't a lot of people there, so I could understand. But in the United States,
sorry, Bigfoot fans.
Sorry.
That's how we feel. Well, we want to hear your thoughts down below. If you think a Bigfoot colony population could exist.
Have you seen a Bigfoot? Let us know. I want to know if you've seen a Bigfoot.
Maybe Bigfoot has a YouTube account. He'll leave a comment below.
Maybe. That'd be cool.
All right, so I guess that's going to wrap up today with our Bigfoot rant. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
Bye.